can't say. The winner gets regional manager salary for a year and a Sebring and the feeling that they are making a difference in the world.
Can we just take those first two things?
The winner of today gets my job.
You know what that is, Joshy?
I don't.
The throat goat.
R.I.P. Nancy Reagan.
I never knew that story, which
respect.
you can't tell
With all
on the radio.
With all due respect to the former First Lady.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight. He ain't doing
All right, so how much of the game did you watch last
Another
night?
bad mood.
Another bad mood?
Another bad mood.
Wait, you're supposed to... Wait. Yesterday you were supposed to be in a bad mood.
Why?
Because you couldn't drink your coffee. You couldn't have your water with your Mio. It just had to be straight water, straight regular water.
Yep.
And because you had your physical.
Yep.
But you were actually good yesterday. You weren't in a bad mood. Fridays you're supposed to be good. You had Blammer Thursday. We got a full weekend of football. Like, what could possibly put you in a bad mood on
yesterday
a Friday?
I was searching to be in a bad mood,
And
and I
good
really wasn't.
No, you were great.
Yeah, so...
What could possibly put you in a bad mood?
I need a knee replacement.
Oh.
It's a coming. And I could blame
But-
the Packers. It's very easy to blame the Packers.
I mean, well, first of all, I don't even think you would be blaming the Packers. I think it's just a fact that you playing in the NFL for 9 years probably leads to some joint replacements.
At 56?
You played in the NFL for a decade at a time where cutting was, yes, frowned upon from player to player, but was perfectly legal.
It stems from when I tore my PCL and came back in 2 weeks. What's PCL stand for? Posterior ligament.
I believe crucial, something like that is the C.
So I tore it. When did I tore it the year after the Super Bowl. The one we lost. The bad one.
Yeah. So you tore it preseason.
Yes,
came back in 97.
Yeah, it came back 2 games later, which in today's term, as bad as I tore it, I'm not back till week 14.
So it's funny because I just saw, I think you guys opened, because you opened on
against the Bears
on Monday Night Football.
What? I know it was at night.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was a Monday night.
It was Monday Night Football.
Okay.
And I literally just saw the highlights from that game and like the open, like somebody shared it on social media.
Yeah.
And like during the highlights, they mentioned that, all-pro tight end, Mark Chamorro, was out. And they show you on the sideline. You're just like leaning on crutches on the sideline. I'm like, why don't I remember him? Because you came back
almost
that year.
Killed Pat McKenzie. Unintentionally.
Oh, boy.
Because
I was about to say, I thought Pat was like the nicest guy in the world.
So what happens with your PCL is if you tear it, then kind of, if you visualize this, your femur overrides your shin bone.
Okay.
So I played like 2 more plays, and I'm like, something isn't right. You could feel the laxity in it.
Yeah.
So Pat, come to the sideline, and Pat's like, yeah, you're done. You tore your PCL. And it was the first game of the year. I took my helmet, and I didn't realize I almost hit him in the head, and I just slammed it on the bench.
It bounced back? Almost got him?
No.
When you first initially.
And he was a little upset, as was I.
I think everybody was upset.
So I remember doing that. But that's the problem now after 19 years? It's kind of gave way, and it's back. More than that? No. 97 minus...
So it's 2025.
Yes.
If you tore it in 97,
not at 56. I thought more like 70.
I know you were hoping to avoid it, but your knee's been bothering you for almost a year.
Here's the thing. I just woke up like 4 months ago, and all of a sudden my knee starts hurting me. And I didn't know why. I'm like, what the hell? Why?
Yeah.
So now he explained it to me, and now it all makes sense. So.
But wouldn't you rather at this point, because everyone you've talked to has gotten a knee replacement.
I don't believe him.
Is this like when
even Joshy this morning said his mom had 2 done and get it done as soon as no.
But why don't you listen to experts when they try to tell you? This is like when Shefty came on Wednesday and is trying to explain to you the Micah Parsons thing, you're like, nope, something else is up. Something else is up. Like, why do you have that pride within you where you can't just listen to the experts, listen to the doctors, listen to the people who have been through the knee replacement who say, oh, this is great. I don't know why I did it sooner. Because it seems like there are a lot of people like you that are like, man, I can't believe I need a knee replacement. And Josh, like, your mom, she can't be that old, right? Like,
No, right in the same age.
Yeah.
Really?
bracket
It's
as
me?
Chewy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Here's the problem. I always considered myself a cyborg. I don't need fake parts. It's kind of like getting fake
Aren't
boobs.
cyborgs half human, half robot?
Yeah, cyborgs have fake
So
parts.
therefore, putting metal in your bones would make you even more so.
It makes you closer to the Terminator. Makes you more like the Terminator.
But to me, it kind of feels, I don't know. Is it like fake boobs or no? Like, I don't really need them. Like,
What it is?
I mean,
is
if you look at my knee, it looks good. It's not
think-
swollen.
You think, and it's crazy for you to think this, that a knee replacement or anything of that nature makes you old.
Yes.
And that's what you're running from.
Yep.
That's part of it, but it also somehow makes him less athletic. Like he's not quite the athlete that he thinks he is if he has frank as anybody.
Here's the kicker, though. This is the kicker. No, Frank had a hip done. Did you say hip or knee?
I said hip.
Okay. And he's trending towards the knee.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I don't do legs. Like, why what guy might, for what? You know, all you got to do is look good up top. Now, he did say, hey, if you start doing legs, you could probably prolong this for like 3 years. And I don't want to do legs. So if anything,
So
I'm
you're
gonna be
stuck.
like,
You're stuck
all right,
between a rock and a hard place.
let's get it done. Do I do legs? Sounds like a lot of work. And I love surgeries. Don't get me wrong.
Well, so that's
fun.
the thing. Like, you're the one person I know that loves getting a surgery. You're the only person I know that has said, "Hey, surgeries are great. They're
But
fantastic."
you know who's holding this thing up? See if you can get to.
Who's holding this up?
Yes, who's holding it up? In my brain, who is holding this up?
Holmgren?
Thank you. I really don't want a skill saw taken to both of my bones in my leg. And that's what they essentially do, right, Josh? I mean, there's
You're the
hammers
doctor.
involved.
I mean, yeah, it's a brutal looking process.
Yes.
I believe the technology and the advancements in science and medicine have made it to where it is no longer as painful, nor is the recovery time as long. But if you see somebody getting a knee replacement,
Yes.
you'd get the jeeks.
And I woke up getting six teeth pulled. So what's the chances I'm going to wake up in the middle of that surgery and look down and just kind of
How long
have a
ago?
heart attack?
How long ago did you wake up getting 6 teeth pulled?
I was 7.
Okay, so 49 years ago.
Yes.
Do you think
No.
that in
I don't think it's
49
advanced.
years-
I think people have woke up in the middle of knee surgery.
you think? Sure. Do you think anybody's woken up recently
Yes.
in the last 10 years?
Yes.
That they just didn't give them enough whatever they give you to knock
Put
you
it
out.
on the text chain. Have you woke up having these? I guarantee
Put it on the
there's
Twitter
one
poll?
person out there.
Is that what we're telling? That one person out there, or you're asking? Okay,
Or heard
so
of
what?
it happening.
What Chewy is asking for, if you or someone you know has woken up during knee replacement surgery, right? That's the question we're asking.
Yep.
Hit us up on the Carbos Talk at text line 800-990-3776. Chewy thinks that there is one person out there that either has or knows someone who has woken up during knee replacement surgery.
I'm sure it's happened.
See?
Do you know how many knees are being
Yes.
replaced across the country on a
Hips.
day-to-day basis? Yeah.
Hips.
I'm sure it's happened, and I'm sure it's exceedingly rare.
Yeah, but I'll be that guy.
No, you won't.
There's a chance.
There's a chance that a meteorite falls through the building and hits you right in the cranium and you
I
die.
would rather have that happen than wake up during knee
Yeah,
replacement
because
surgery.
you'd be dead. You wouldn't know
Yes.
what happened.
So you would rather die than wake up during knee replacement,
I
is
think
what you're
it'd
saying.
be less painful.
I believe you already are kind of loaded up, aren't you?
Like, even if you wake up, you're still going to be kind of loopy. It's not like you're going to wake up and be like, oh, what's going on down there?
Yeah, you're not going to have full feelings of things.
I know, but it's just the thought of waking up and hearing zzz, zzz. Am I right?
It's a good sound effect.
Can I direct your attention to, we can't say what was sent from my mother who had 2 knee replacements.
Yes.
But direct your attention to the text message that I sent you in your phone. She has a message that she'd like to send directly to you.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
That's fair.
All right. Well, I
That is
didn't
definitely
realize.
fair.
Okay, there is a text that was sent to Chewy that we
fair.
cannot repeat on the air from Joshua's mother.
Yes.
Calling-
and she's right.
calling
she's
you-
1,000% right.
We'll just say she called you a chicken. We won't add the colorful language that was added on the end, but you are
She's
a chicken.
right.
That you are chicken.
Yes, I am. I'll admit that I am.
All right,
So-
we got to stop everything.
Okay.
We have Jason the locksmith on here, and he has something to tell us.
Okay.
All right, Jason, hit us.
All right. At the age of 45, I had a total knee replacement. I woke up in the middle of the surgery to the buzzing, the smell of the burning of the knee, and the pounding of tink tink into my back. And I said, whoa, I'm going to get sick. They paused everything. The anesthesiologist pushed an anti-nausea medicine into me, and he said, he's going to give me another cocktail. I said, oh, cocktail, like as in vodka or Bacardi, because that's what I like to drink. He said, I asked him what he likes to drink. He said, Hennessy and Coke. I said, whoa, we're in different tax brackets. Went to sleep, and I never remember another thing.
I am so far out. I'll take 2 sticks and wrap them.
Did you feel
around.
anything, Jason?
Yeah.
What's that?
Were you feeling pain at all, or were you just aware something was happening?
I did not feel any pain. I was just aware. It gave me a nausea feeling, but I didn't feel anything.
All right, so you got this done at 45. Would you recommend that Chewy gets it done, even though you woke up?
It's a different pain, but a better pain, so absolutely.
I'm sweating now, though. I'm literally sweating.
You're twice the size of me. You're going to be fine.
Yeah, but I am the biggest. I am the biggest wuss when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, as John points out, Josh's mom thinks you're being a potato.
Total. Times 2. Yes.
Twice baked potato.
I'm scared now.
I have to agree. I have to agree with Josh's mom.
I agree with Josh's mom. Oh my gosh, I'm literally sweating.
Thank you for the call, Jason,
gosh.
on the Carbless Talking text line.
Ooh.
Wait, so what are you going to do? Are you going to get it done, or are you going to start doing legs?
No.
You going to start doing legs?
Yeah. Well, how many times a week do I need to do legs?
I don't know. I figured that was a conversation you and your doctor were going to have.
Wouldn't working out the legs potentially make it worse? I know strengthening the muscles around
because it's the PCL you're saying. I mean, yes, extensions would.
Yeah, like
I don't think you want to be squatting. Do you?
No. And that's the problem because like an ACL, that you had that's not good anymore, that is side to side.
That's lateral,
right?
yes.
Lateral. So mine is every time I walk and stop, it's it's coming over the top, and that's creating laxity, bone on bone. On top of that, I had a third of my meniscus taken out in '93, which probably doesn't help.
So how many knee surgeries have you already had in your life?
It's just the one.
Just the one for the meniscus, because you didn't get surgery.
And bone, they had to take some bone out,
Okay,
too.
but that was just one surgery?
That was just
That's
one.
the only time you've ever had surgery on your knee?
On my knee, correct.
Okay.
But I tore my PCL. I think, well, it's what Baltimore had.
Baltimore. Lamar Jackson?
No, the cornerback that was here.
Oh, Jair.
He had the PCL.
Yeah.
And he had surgery on it.
How
well,
soon you
27 years ago, they didn't operate on it.
Yeah.
Wonder if I just see. I would get the PCL surgery if it would bypass
the knee replacement. I see here. I think your knee. I mean, yes, the PCL obviously doesn't help, but also, like, you played in the NFL for almost a decade.
No, I know.
I feel like getting this far without a knee replacement should be a victory.
Nah, not at 56. 60-something.
I mean, we just had.
I know.
We just had the caller.
At 45?
Yeah, Jason the locksmith at 45. And I'm willing to bet that Jason the locksmith Didn't play in the NFL for nearly a decade, and he needed one at 45. I'm probably going to need one before I'm your age.
Because of golf?
No, my knees have been bleeped for a long time.
Okay.
So
Are you worried now, though? After you can wake up in the middle of a surgery?
When I was still in my late 20s, so I was dating somebody who was in med school. And like my knees, like if I played basketball or whatever, like I would just have to ice and they were kind of bothering me. And one day she's like, well, let me see. So she kind of, just was feeling around, had me extend the knees or whatever. And she goes, oh yeah, you're going to need knee replacement someday.
Really?
Sweet. Cool. So I've had that hanging over my head for almost 10 years at this point.
We got to go to one of our favorite callers here before break.
Okay, before we get to Jason.
We got Guy in Staten Island here.
Oh, nice.
What's going on, Guy?
Hey, Guy.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Forget about it.
Chewy's not doing great today, Guy.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, Chewy. I had a left knee replacement. Perfect. The right knee, I had replaced twice. Not once, twice. 2 more revisions, and they still can't get it right. I'm like, so that's something to think about. So I guess it's a 50-50 chance. So
you didn't wake up, though, did
you?
You didn't wake up?
No. That's good stuff. You don't wake up.
That's good stuff.
So should I do it, Guy, or not do it?
Yeah, do it. Nah, go for it. Do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he even had to have it redone, and he's still telling you to get it.
I know. It's just, I wish the first caller didn't call, though.
You asked for him to call.
I did.
You literally asked, and then Jason the locksmith delivered with that news.
Well, and let's be honest here. He delivered still good news.
Yeah.
He said I was up. It was a little harrowing. I smelled some things. But I didn't feel pain.
Asked the anesthesiologist what kind of cocktail he prefers, and then passed right back out.
Said I'm out of here.
I'm almost like they should just cut it off. I'd feel more comfortable with that.
You'd be
elective amputation.
Hey, Ronnie Lott did it.
There's a finger.
His pinky.
It wasn't even his full finger; it's just part of a finger.
All right, I'm going to start legs next week.
All right, well, we'll follow up with you to see if you actually follow through on that. We do have things to get to. It is a Football Friday. Jason Wilde joining us next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. And for the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. It has changed the game. All the best live sports, most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals. Too many to even name them all. But just think about, this weekend, tomorrow, college football, watching 4 games at once in multi-view, maybe during Sunday, checking in on your fantasy team, updates, live in-game, Sports Center, customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You got to check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
We have an accident eastbound 94 right about at Highway G in Waukesha County. It's a car that went off into the ditch off to the right, so keep that in mind. We do have the right shoulder blocked with that. Slowing on 41 southbound from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road up to Capitol. Westbound 94 slowing down from 25th Street through the Stadium interchange. We do have the left lane blocked with a broken down vehicle right at Highway 175, so keep that in mind as well. Traffic is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Rain or shine, we've got your ride covered with premium washes and free vacuums. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. A check of the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, partly sunny, windy and cool, a high of 63. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, a low of 47. Weather's brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Life Navigators thanks everyone who joined in supporting their 42nd annual Challenger event honoring John and Mary Ann Plant on Monday, August 18th. Local support that day amazingly raised over $500,000 for kids and adults with disabilities. Life Navigators, your disability partner in Wauwatosa, supporting those with the greatest needs to be safe, happy, and healthy in our community. Disabilities are a part of the game we call life, and Life Navigators has been in it for over 75 years. Learn more at lifenavigators.org.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. And they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties Essential Everyday Apple Juice, 2 for $4. 32 to 64-ounce selected varieties Silk Milk or Creamer, 2 for $7. 6 to 16-count selected varieties Stone Ridge Ice Cream Sandwiches, $3.49. 20 to 24-ounce selected varieties Frigo String Cheese, $6.99.
I am starving. Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry. Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, oh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
I'm shopping at Century alone next time.
Enter by November 12th.
Hi, I'm Jim Frucci, Managing Partner and PGA Professional at Morningstar Golfers Club, and I'd like to personally invite you to play your next round of golf at Morningstar. Lush green fairways, velvet smooth greens, magnificent vistas from high above our championship golf course. Morningstar was created with the serious golfer in mind, and it continues to be the public course by which all other area public courses are measured. Book your tee time today and reserve a spot on our membership wait list. Come out and see what all of Southeast Wisconsin's been talking about. Hey, you played the rest. Now play the best.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Ready, down, put. All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project this year? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
He is our friend. He is our teammate. He is Jason Wilde. Joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, dudes. How we doing?
Chewy's not doing well.
I heard.
Yeah.
Can you make him feel better in any way?
No. No. It's like the song in one of my favorite musicals, Avenue Q. It sucks to be you. It sucks to be you.
Oh, I know. What are you gonna do?
Hey, man. Look, you've lived a remarkable life, and your knee sucks. I'm surprised you don't have more things that you need to replace by now.
Jason, I don't know if you heard, but I almost killed Pat when I found out because I came to the sidelines and he's like, "You're done. You tore your PCL," and it was the first game of the year, and it was my first year without Keith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was full, and I took my helmet, and I didn't realize I almost clocked him in the head. He probably still remembers that.
I'm
we
sure
made
he
up.
does.
I love Pat.
Yeah. He is the best.
Oh, he's awesome.
And you got medical attention in the actual, on the sideline, and then in the training room, and then a few years later, or maybe many years later, I got attention in the parking lot of the high school. So he will help you wherever you may be, and we love him dearly. And my favorite. He's been so great for Paula and for the girls whenever they've had medical issues, but my favorite of all time with him. So Maddie tears her meniscus last year, and she's running cross country as a freshman, on the varsity, which is really exciting. And so they discovered the tear in the meniscus, and she and I negotiate with him. She needs 3 varsity races to earn her letter as a freshman.
Wow.
And Doc McKenzie, who we all know is hyper cautious and very, very conservative, agrees to allow her to run 3 races. Unfortunately, Maddie, who I love dearly, is more her mother than her father. And her mother is always going to push the envelope with stuff like this. She famously, as about Maddie's age, was competing in a national gymnastics meet, and she had broken her wrist. And her mother and her went to a local hardware store. She had a hard cast on, bought a hacksaw, and sawed the cast so she'd be able to grip the bar.
With
and then they had to change. Yes, and they had to change the rule. You know, if my kids are tough, we now know where it comes from. Just to be clear. So they had to change the rule after that, because they had to put in the rules you cannot compete with a hard cast, because only an idiot would do that. And she, of course, did that and finished in the top 10 of the country. It was amazing. Wow. So Doc McKenzie says to Maddie, okay, you can run 3 races. And then he says, you and Aaron Rodgers are the only 2 that have ever convinced me successfully to let them keep playing. And I'm sure there have been others, but he was, making her feel special. But my favorite is then Maddie decides to run the entire season. And I see Doc after a game in the locker room, and he says, hey, are we going to get Maddie's surgery on the schedule? And I said, yeah, she's just got to finish sectionals. And he looks at me and goes, sectionals? I agreed to 3 races. I said, yeah, she ran a few extra. 1 more to go, and then the season's over, though. And he's just, I just love him so much. And I'm glad that you'll have, is he going to replace your knee for you?
He's being soft. He doesn't want the knee replacement, Jason.
Well, Jason, we had a caller. My fear is waking up in the middle of the surgery, so I threw it out there, and a caller called in and said, yeah, I woke up in the middle.
One out of
But I'll be that guy, Jason.
Look, you're like a horse. Just have them give you more tranquilizers than a typical human.
Sounds
and
good
you'll
to
be
me.
fine. I would just say this, and I don't know if I'll ever need to replace anything, but I am fascinated by the joint replacement concept, because every single person, my buddy Dave down the street, has had both sides of his hip and 1 knee replaced. He's a big runner. And every time, he and every other person I've encountered who've done this have said the release is immediate.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
They wish they had done it sooner.
Yeah.
So again, I understand your reluctance, but I think you'll be happy in the end, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
On to the Packers, who play the Lions this weekend, Jason. How excited is Jeff Hafley for Micah Parsons? Because he finally got to speak to the media yesterday.
I want to just publicly apologize to people who listen to this show, because I think they needed Micah Parsons more than they needed Matty Wilde information. So yesterday was fun. Like, I am very thankful that I get to do this for a living. There are times when it's a pain. There's times when it's hard work. There's times when you have to ask unpleasant, difficult questions. But listening to Micah Parsons, who I put it yesterday as, he may be a great football player. He is a terrible actor, like worse than Favre in
Something About
Mary, because he's trying to make it seem like there's a chance he won't play. And I'm like, dude, just stop. This isn't working. Now, it is a legitimate question how much he'll play, but you can tell he is excited. Like the last sentence he said to us, I can't wait to see what they do to unleash me. Well, it ain't going to be, hey, here's a clipboard, chart our snaps for our defensive linemen because you're not playing. That is not unleashing you. So he is going to be unleashed. The question is for how many plays. And Hafley, I mean, he was answering one of my questions, and he actually said, "See, now you guys have got me smiling and got me all excited." And he was going through. He watched. So according to True Media, Micah Parsons has 330 career pressures, most in the league since he entered the league in 2021, tied with Max Crosby. And Jeff Hafley said he watched every single one of his pressures, along with his 52.5 sacks. And I was like, well, what was that like? And he just was beaming talking about that. Because remember, defensive coaches, they're never watching somebody else's defensive video. They're watching the offense to prepare. And so he was so giddy. And you could just tell that he is fighting off he said he's got already, after he found out they were trading for him, he went right to work with different ideas on how they could use him and the variety of ways they could use him, because he's probably the most versatile pass rusher in the league. Not only one of the best ones, but probably the most versatile. And he said the hard thing was putting that in his files up in his office, because they can't just do that all right away. So, again, I'm guessing 25, 30 snaps, maybe a little bit more, largely straightforward stuff where you can just say, hey, do what you do best, right? But I think what's going to be really fascinating is how over the next 16 games after Sunday, they find different ways to utilize them.
Jason, is there any player that's not going to play in the game? Anyone of substance?
Yeah, I mean, look, I know that yesterday Nate Hobbs practiced on a limited basis. Again, I always want to remind people we shift gears in the regular season, and I can't tell you if he took any 11-on-11 snaps. Not because I don't want to, it's because I don't know. And he would not tell me yesterday when I talked to him after practice. So, he was talking about how rusty his fundamentals were. He had not practiced since July 31st when he injured his meniscus. And so I don't have a great feeling about him playing. Now today we'll see if he practices, but I would say I'm skeptical on him. And then, again, I don't know exactly how this Jaden Reed thing is going to work. Again, I appreciate him. He has not said one word to dispute my accurate reporting about the Jones fracture. But again, that's not an injury guys usually play through. He said it is a pain tolerance matter. So we'll see how he tolerates the pain and how many snaps they can play him. But I'm guessing not an epidural, even though that was a popular word earlier in the week. I'm guessing he'll probably get an anti-inflammatory injection, and they'll create some sort of insert for his cleat and hope he can go for as long as he can, or on some sort of pitch count on Sunday in the game if he's going to play.
Jason, if Dobbs doesn't go, who's the dime cover guy?
That's a great question. And they don't run a lot of dimes, so I don't know exactly which way they'll go. If he doesn't play, I was saying this to Gabe earlier in the week, I think. I feel good about, now again, I don't know against Amon-Ra St. Brown how good Javon Bullard is as a slot guy, but everyone has told me that he has improved by leaps and bounds in that area. He got cooked when they would do one-on-ones, but he was lining up, against guys in a very different setting. Mm-hmm. So I understand there were people that were at practice that were concerned about that. But in the slot, in that small area, they really like what they get from him because he also can play the run, et cetera. But this is an enormous test. I mean, to do it, Amon-Ra St. Brown lines up there a lot, and that could be a mismatch if he struggles. So the nickel is pretty clear.
Yeah.
It's going to be Carrington Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon outside. I'm guessing the next guy would be Kamal Hadden if they have to do that.
Yeah.
Instead of Bo, but again, it is not ideal.
Because part of the game plan when I play Jason is like, okay, is our zebra receiver better than their third cover guy, and then is our fourth receiver better than their dime guy? That'd be
and Terry Nickens was eating them up.
Yeah, just crush it. Yeah, he had a big game against the Raiders, I think. Yeah. Not that that's really a big deal.
Because who didn't have a big game against the Raiders back then?
So that's why I was asking.
That's a good question. I don't know how often I'd have to go back and look. I don't know how often they played dime.
Yeah.
I will say this: Hafley does not. I mean, there have been guys that we've had as defensive coordinator who played it a ton, and Hafley, that is just not part of his DNA. He does not really like it.
Jason, finally, before we let you go, is Jordan Love going to be able to hand off with his left hand Sunday?
He says yes. Matt LaFleur says they haven't done it. So I don't know. What do you make of that? Like,
makes me concerned.
Yeah, you should be. You don't worry enough as it is. I think the issue that I have, and this was the question I asked Jordan last week. I said, what is more? I said, I don't want to use the word dangerous, but risky. Handing off with your left hand on runs to the right with a brace and a wrap on your thumb, or handing off with your right hand on runs to the right, which is not normal.
I just can't visualize it.
It's just so
awkward.
You know what I mean?
So he lays it out there. I've seen him do it. He lays it out there like a flat, like he's offering you, a pig in a blanket.
So his hand is underneath the ball, Jason?
I mean, it kind of has to be, because otherwise it gets stuck between.
You'd have to reverse the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I suppose you could turn your wrist, and if you're gripping the ball, right, he's got really big hands like Favre and Rodgers before him. I guess you could do it, but the way I've seen him do it is literally like, oh, would you like a bacon-wrapped scallop, sir? And so, again, I'm eager. That's one of the many things I'm really curious to see on Sunday.
Well, because, again, if you want to do a lot of the stretch play action stuff.
Well, he won't be booting to the left. Yeah. So
I feel like that's significant. All right, Jason, thank you. We look forward to hearing more about the green and gold. You and Tausch coming up, Wilde and Tausch, in 80 minutes or so.
All right. I look forward to it too, guys. Thanks. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde joins us 3 times a week here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Let me tell you about our friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting somebody out to their home. But when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. And again, I can sing the praises of the team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Whether it was when they came to initially come to my house, do the evaluation, go over my options for the front door that we now have at the house, or even when it was the team that came over and installed the front door. I mean, professionalism is the first word that comes to mind for me. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. And if you order by the end of the month, get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Pella, WI.com. Visit it today.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Westbound 94 backing up back through the Marquette interchange all the way to the stadium interchange. There is a broken down vehicle there that is blocking the left lane. So that is causing big delays out heading all the way back to the Marquette. We do still have the other accident on 94 eastbound at Highway G. A car went off into the ditch. Crews are out there trying to help hoist it out of there, but it is going to be there for a little bit. Looks like volume is okay heading past that scene, so we're not seeing too many delays. Southbound 41 also backing up a bit from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. Northbound's a little slow around Mayfair Road all the way up past North Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And check on the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, partly sunny, windy, cool, a high of 63. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, a low of 47. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Freshest produce and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 64-ounce selected varieties essential everyday apple juice, 2 for $4. 32 to 64-ounce selected varieties silk milk or creamer, 2 for $7. 6 to 16-count selected varieties Stone Ridge ice cream sandwiches, $3.49. 20 to 24-ounce selected varieties Frigo string cheese, $6.99.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, oh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
I'm shopping at Century alone next time.
Enter by November 12th.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Is it against the law to be a moron or no?
The law,
Not yet.
I texted this to Jen earlier. The law does protect some people from things that are called an attractive nuisance.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Jeff in the 920 on the Car Blues Talking text line, trying to calm you down, big guy. Chewy needs a knee replacement, trying to push it off as long as he humanly possibly can, because he's scared of waking up in the middle of the procedure. We did have somebody who called in earlier, Jeff the locksmith, who did wake, or excuse me, Jason the locksmith, who woke up during his. But Jeff in the 920 Chew says, I have had 4 heart procedures done. Just tell the doctor you're nervous about waking up during the procedure. He'll make sure you don't wake up.
Okay. Fair.
Would you go to, because this is on the NFL's time, right?
Yeah.
So would you go to Doc McKenzie?
Yeah,
Would he be on the list?
I got to see, obviously which doctors are on the list, but I would assume that there's one in every
NFL
city. But Pat's close to retiring.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the new guy was. It's either that.
So it depends upon how long you push this off for?
Or Tampa Bay guy.
Since you have the place down there.
Because when I had my elbow, my doc that I saw yesterday got me the number of the elbow guy for the box.
Okay.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
How concerned should Packers fans be, do you think, about this Jordan Love thumb thing? Not a big deal, big deal.
Yeah. It's his offhand. And my guess is why he's handing off with the right hand on run plays to the right is, I told you guys about orthoplast.
Yeah.
Orthoplast. So it's a plastic material that you heat up. I'm sure they're going to mold it to his thumb. And then after about a minute, it gets as hard as a rock. And then you tape it. And I think it's more there for protection, but the fear is he won't have the greatest grip, handing off with his left going to the right, and the potential of hitting Jacob's chest plate, and then you have a fumble, and then it's not good.
Could you throw a glove, like a receiver glove, on that left hand to try to help, give it a little more tact, kind of help with the grip?
It'd have to be a custom glove.
Yeah, because you've got
you got to get it over the orthoplast. Yeah. And I played with it before because I've had sprained thumbs and stuff like that. Catching the ball, it's not as bad because you still have.
Yeah,
you can still get your hands wide,
but you would want to tuck it probably with the opposite hand.
When you look at him handing it off. I mean, I see what the problem is because that thumb would be dead and there's a hard surface there.
Yeah.
You don't have really the feel. You know what my guess is? He hands off with his left hand.
And everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, I just think that's probably a smoke screen.
Okay. I will trust your expertise on this. But we did hear from Jason that Jeff Hafley, very excited to work with Micah Parsons. We're going to hear that sound from Hafley coming up next. With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to healthcare and the not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank National Association Custom Solutions, built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
It's more than just a game. It's a cause worth cheering for. Join Sippy Hippie at the Coaches vs. Cancer Tailgate Friday, September 5th in Slinger. Fuel up with a full espresso bar, flavored Red Bulls, fresh lemonades, bakery treats, and check out the brand new cocktail lounge inside a vintage VW van. At Sippy Hippie, everyone's welcome because this is about more than coffee. It's about community and the fight against cancer. Come tailgate, celebrate, and make a difference at the 15th annual Coaches vs. Cancer game. Learn more or donate at sippyhippie.com.
Thinking about buying or building a new home? Start with a mortgage pre-approval from Great Midwest Bank and experience a state of tranquility. At Great Midwest Bank, we offer fast approvals and flexible options with experienced loan officers who understand the local market, because they live here too. Whether you're breaking ground for new construction or buying that dream home just around the corner, we'll guide you every step of the way. Bank with confidence and start your journey at greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tusher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes, or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level, because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job, and you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Just jump on it.
That's what he did.
Chewy, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Slow down.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Josh DiMaggio here for my friends at Wanna Parlay, my favorite daily fantasy sports app with the absolute largest payouts on parlays. You've heard me talk about them before, but with the football season here, it's time to play. This week, I'm looking at a little Luke Musgrave anytime touchdown, Matthew Golden over 49.5 receiving yards, the Las Vegas Raiders to beat the New England Patriots, and of course, the rookie Omarion Hampton to score a touchdown as well. Here's what you should do. Download the Wanna Parlay app, click around, and when you decide to upload money to play and get into the action, use promo code JGC for a 100% deposit match for up to $250. Put in $20, they'll give you 20 more. Download the Wanna Parlay app, use promo code JGC, and let's play the world's richest parlay today. You must be 18 years or older to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER today.
Justin in Edgerton on the Carplos Talking text line asking, is Craig joining today? It's one of my favorite segments of the week other than his song intro. Well, good news for you, Justin. You know, it's kind of a good news, bad news situation here. Good news is, yes, Craig is going to be joining today. He's going to be live with us in studio around 8:30. Bad news for you, Justin, is we are never changing that intro song. And if Josh tries to, it's going to be an over my dead body situation. We are not changing Rebecca Black Friday for as long as I am here.
He's an agitator.
Me? Josh or Craig?
Craig.
Or both?
Both. That's fair. Who's worse, though? I think Craig might be worse than Josh.
Because
he comes in here intentionally trying to stir the pot.
Yeah.
I think it just comes natural to Josh.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like breathing to Josh.
You were, I guarantee you were that kid in school.
Yeah.
Like teachers always had a problem with you.
Yes, my friends also. When we reminisce on old times when we were young and we got ourselves into trouble, I was rarely the one in trouble. I was often the one encouraging everybody else to create the trouble. So therefore, I had enough plausible deniability to stay just a bit on the outside.
Yeah. So this is nothing new.
No.
Yeah.
No.
This is his forte.
This is what he does.
Yes.
This is who Joshy is.
Yeah.
Speaking of agitators,
yes.
Apparently, I don't know if some of the comments that Dak Prescott made after the game, I don't know if that can be considered agitating, but Jalen Carter, before we even played a snap from scrimmage, spit on him and got ejected yesterday from the game. Like, literally just... I was like, what the heck's going on? Wait, they ejected him? And then they show it on the broadcast of, oh, yeah. If you could see the loogie flying towards the guy that you're spitting on TV, yeah, I can understand why you got ejected. And, Chew, you said that's like a lot of things happen on an NFL field. That's a big no-no.
That is the most disrespectful thing you can do to another player on the field.
And this is coming from somebody, by the way, if you're doubting that, this is coming from somebody who once got hit in the balls by another player.
Gary Plummer, yeah. Yeah, in the San Francisco playoff game. And it brings me back to Romanowski, who was a jerk anyways. I think he spit on Stokes.
JJ
Stokes. You expect it from a clown like that. But this is just, the ref was right there. That's just stupid. That's the most disrespectful thing ever. Now, things happen so quick.
Mm-hmm.
It came across my mind one time to spit in a guy's face. And let me tell you, and I didn't, but it did cross my mind. We're in Minnesota. I think this is the Super Bowl year. And we were hands team, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were on hands team. And we are up probably by like 14 with maybe a minute to go. So I'm on hands team, and they wind up kicking the ball away. So my job is just to retreat and pick someone up.
Yep.
But I was we fair catched, and I was half-assing it, right? Because we're up by 14.
Game's over.
And this third-string tight end, piece of trash, tried to Warren Sapp me.
Just tried to earhole
Warren Sapp.
Against Chad Clifton.
It was one of those deals. And I caught him out of the corner of my eye, and he wound up whiffing. But he was going for my head, which you could do back in the day. And I chased him down, and it crossed my mind. It did. I mean, it crossed my mind. And that's how ripping mad I was, because it's just, you don't do that to another player, because we're all, essentially, we're all on the same team. You try to protect
as much as you can.
That situation, and he didn't care. I was ripping mad. But we would have times, Dallas was dirty. I'm talking from an offensive line standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And Denver was dirty, okay? I remember our defensive line coming over to us while we're into the game going, they're cutting us. The rule of thumb from a player standpoint is you do not cut a player a gap and a half removed.
Mm-hmm.
That's just dirty. And they did it to Yurko in the playoff games where Yurko, I think, blew out his MCL. And Reggie was besides himself. So for the rest of the game, we cut their D-line any chance we could. You just protect your guys.
Yeah.
You just protect your guys. And that's just like, because we talk about codes, that's a code. That is a code. Like, I remember Holmgren specifically coming over to us, because we used to pride ourselves on our screens,
mm-hmm.
coming over and say, I want everyone cutting on screens from now on. And me and the receivers said, no. I mean, could you imagine telling the head coach, no?
Especially
and we
back
did.
then, yeah.
We said, no, I will not do that, cutting down, because it's dangerous. I'm like, we won't do that. The only team we'll do it against is Minnesota. And that's a true story. I would throw on Minnesota just because they were they had, I don't know, do you remember Tierlink? He was their D-line coach. He was just a dirty, Brett would fight with him all the time on the sideline. He was just a dirty piece of you-know-what coach. And that's why we, like, whatever you want us to do against Minnesota, that's fine. But that was the only team. Unless the defensive line told us to cut Dallas and Denver. But that only happened one time.
Jeff Halfley excited about Micah Parsons. We hear why in 2 minutes. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, we are incident-free now. That earlier issue on eastbound 94 at Highway G has been cleared up. The car got pulled out of the ditch, and things are moving along just fine through that area. Westbound 94, the disabled vehicle through the stadium interchange has also been pulled away. Now we do have delays still sticking around from 17th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. More delays than west of Moreland Road past Calhoun. Eastbound 94 backing up from about 84th Street through the stadium as well. Northbound on the bypass, backing up, starting around Howard Avenue all the way up towards National. Then it opens up. Traffic is brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, partly sunny, windy, and cool. A high of 63. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, a low of 47. At IKEA Oak Creek, making your home uniquely yours is now more rewarding. Join Rewards from IKEA Family and start earning points today. Not a member yet? Sign up for free at IKEA.com/US and start earning. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango. Bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing, from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off, plus an extra 15% off, and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN. And don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
This is Brian Balaga. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN.
94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Like Joey Chestnut is getting $1 million to endorse Impossible Foods. Is Nathan's giving him $1 million? I believe I saw the number was $200,000.
If he wins.
The team that eats the most hot dogs in 10 minutes will be declared the winner. It's very important that you all try to eat as many hot dogs as you can. On your mark, get set, eat.
Kevin weighing in saying, Jen, please stop saying glizzy. I can't take it anymore.
Thank you.
Josh hates the word glizzy.
I am not big on it.
Where did it even come from?
Come on, the winner gets a big, big prize. No. I can't say. The winner gets regional manager salary for a year and a Sebring and the feeling that they are making a difference in the world.
Can we just take those first two things?
The winner of today gets my job.
You know what that is, Joshy?
I don't.
The throat goat.
R.I.P. Nancy Reagan.
I never knew that story, which we can't tell on the radio.
With all due respect to the former First Lady.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
She wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like
one of Chewy's biggest issues for the last week now. Because Joshy and I last Friday, we were here, we were celebrating. We declared it a Victory Friday. Shout out to Palermo's. Because the Packers were traded for Micah Parsons. But there was something that just didn't sit right with you. And still doesn't sit right with you. In terms of how this trade for Micah Parsons went. What does not sit right with you? Even though Adam Schefter tried to calm you down on Wednesday.
I go back to when Reggie was a free agent. I know it's different, but Reggie was a special player. Like Parsons was. Parsons is a special player. And I just go back to when Reggie was doing his tour, there were like 17 teams looking for his services. And I just wasn't getting enough from a player who's supposed to be, I'm not going to call him Reggie White, but a player close to Reggie White, just from the lack of interest, you know. And Adam brought up the cap, and I'm like, you know what? For a player like this, teams find a way to get a player like this on their team. But after watching last night's game and the report that came out from Adam, I'm starting to come around. Because on last night's telecast, they made it a point to say Jerry Jones did not want $150 million of his cap to be tied up in three players.
Yeah, because they had...
Which makes sense.
CD, Dak, and then Micah.
But Adam, I didn't know this till this morning, came out with a report that Philadelphia tried to trade for him.
Oh, so he was on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. Here is what our guy Adam Schefter had to say about another team interested in the newest Packer and Micah Parsons.
Basically, the way I understand this is that the Eagles definitely were
in on Micah. Now, again, I want to be very clear. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys ever were going to trade him. But that was not for a lack of effort from the Philadelphia Eagles. And there are a few things that I found really interesting about it. Number one, there are a lot of teams out there that say, look, we'd love Micah. We just can't afford it. We can't make it happen. Well, here's the Philadelphia Eagles, who have paid Jalen Hurts, who have paid Saquon Barkley, who have paid A.J. Brown, who have paid Devontae Smith, who have paid people on their defense like Zach Bond. And they're saying, you know what? I know we can't pay, but it's Micah Parsons, and we're going to find a way to pay. And I don't know what they would have done, but I think it's common sense to think we're just talking about what the Green Bay Packers wound up giving up to the Dallas Cowboys, 2 ones in Kenny Clark. I don't know the Eagles' specific offer, but I would bet anything it was a richer, more lucrative offer than what the Green Bay Packers offered, because it had to be, because if the Eagles were even going to get the Cowboys to think about trading him in the division, which I don't think they would have done, for the record, it was going to be an offer that the Cowboys couldn't say no to, and even then they would have said no, probably.
So does that make you feel better? There's another team there
I'm gonna tell you
willing to
what.
give a bunch, kind of meeting some of the criteria you were talking about of, oh, hey, here's a team that might not have the money, but they wanted to figure it out, but he was never going to get traded to Philly.
Well, I rarely take credit on this show. You hear what I said? I rarely take credit on the show, but I'm going to take credit now.
Very
I'm
humble.
going to take credit now
okay.
for giving Adam homework because he was just willing to let it go, giving him homework and diving deeper into the situation and finding out that Philadelphia was also a serious player in this trade. So I appreciate your work, Adam, because he didn't like what I was saying on Wednesday.
In the back and forth that preceded that, he discussed how he previously reported there was another team. He just didn't name them. So I think now they were just finally naming.
So I poked the bear. Can I get that at least?
You get 7% credit.
I'll take 7.
Wow.
From Josh? Josh, that's like 80.
I was not willing to go to 7.
Yeah,
I would not have even started
That's like
there.
80. Let me ask you a question though. Did you watch last night's game?
Yeah, until the delay.
Was it the right move? Because I can tell you this, after watching last night's game, Dallas is going to win games. Do you agree with the premise that Jerry didn't want to do it because he didn't want $150 million tied up with 3 players?
Yeah, but that's Jerry's fault for not getting those deals done sooner and getting those deals at more value.
But do you understand it now?
I mean, he played absolute full freight for both Dak and CD.
Yeah.
He paid them as high as he possibly could. He had an opportunity to pay Micah less. He also didn't do that. I think Dallas is going to be a fine team. I don't think they're a playoff team.
No.
I think losing Jalen Carter before the first snap sort of changed the dynamic of the game you hadn't really anticipated. Here's the thing. Javonte Williams, nice guy, I'm sure. He's not going to look like he did. Miles Sanders isn't going to be ripping off multiple 39, 40-yard runs. There was a dynamic that changed on that defense very clearly. Like, they're going to score points, but Jalen Hurts had a lot of time. He's able to run around, do whatever he wanted.
He did, Joshy, but the fact that they held A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith to 4 catches for 24 yards, it's still pretty damn good, isn't it?
I do not want to overreact to one.
I mean, 0.
I thought they were going to get blown out.
0 sacks. Eagles were 8 of 13 on third down. Like,
yeah,
They couldn't get to Jalen Hurts, and he ran around and had 2 long rushing touchdowns.
Do you understand what I'm saying when it comes to Love? Because Hurts does it the best. When it is man, and you recognize that there is no spy, or if the spy is a linebacker, because they were spying him last night, they were just doing it with a linebacker who's nowhere near as athletic as Hurts. That's what I'm saying about Love.
Yeah.
If it's 3rd and 5 and you don't love something and you recognize that there's no spy, run the damn ball. Just run it. Who cares? Just keep moving the chains. That's what I want to see. I mean, I don't need him to be Jalen Hurts and rushing the ball
14 times, 62 yards.
But certainly 6 times.
That'd be on the high end. I mean, I need just a couple a game. You don't need that much out of him. But yeah, those crucial third downs.
Yes.
If you know it's man and there's nothing, just go.
Take it and run. Take it and run. Because I can guarantee you this. Well, I won't guarantee's hard, but I would be willing to bet that Detroit is not going to spy Jordan Love.
I would agree.
So I'm just saying, take advantage. And I don't think it's Jordan Love. I think it was LaFleur putting the reins on him and say, stay in the pocket, read your progression.
Well, I think some of it last year also was the knee.
Yeah.
So he didn't trust the knee, didn't want to escape the pocket. Then he had a groin, right? So it's just, okay, he's got these leg injuries that are preventing him from, because again, he's not the athlete Jalen Hurts is in terms of the athleticism.
Still a good athlete,
but he's still a good enough athlete, where he can.
All I'm saying is this: if you recognize, man, no spy, go 1, don't like, 2, don't like, run.
Yeah, find a lane, get 6-7 yards, hit the deck, and move on.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
How did this go from the original conversation?
What was the original?
He took credit and then just said, "I'm done."
So he took credit for Micah Parsons, but we pointed out that because the Cowboys didn't have Micah, Jalen Hurts had a pretty good game. So then he took Jalen Hurts having a good game and pivoting it to Jordan needs to run more.
His total at the Potawatomi Sportsbook for rushing yards is 4.5.
4.5 yards or 4.5 times?
Yards.
Oh, that's crazy. I tell you what, I'd be crushing the over.
Yeah. Yep. That was one of the things we talked about in Weekly Wager.
Yeah, I would definitely crush the over.
I think he's probably going to try and run 3 to 4 times. 4.5 yards. It ain't a lot of yards.
No.
You could get that done in a single rush.
But hold on, do sacks detract from that?
No. The only thing that detracts his knee is when he takes a knee.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That's like -1.
Oh, that is a crush, that thing. I hope you hit it hard.
How devastating. What's the over under 4.5?
4.5.
So
hold on. It went up again?
What do you mean?
Oh, you're talking for rushing. I thought you said the overall line.
No,
that's still
the
2.5.
over under. Yes, the line is still 2.5, 1.5, depending upon where you look.
Okay.
I was asking if it was 4.5. So Joshy is now hoping that if it's at 5, the Packers bring in
Malik Willis
to take a knee.
To take a,
Which would be hilarious.
I'd be shocked if it's that kind of game.
All right, I do want to hear from Jeff Hafley. He is excited about Micah Parsons. That's what I want to hear. We're going to hear it right now. Hafley yesterday, because he finally met in front of the media, as the assistants do on Thursday before games, and he finally got to talk about the newest weapon he is going to have at his disposal.
I'm not telling. Well, that's the thing, right? It's all of a sudden Micah Parsons walks in the building, and, I mean, it's game week, and my mind starts going 100 miles an hour in all the ways that you can use him. You just got to be careful, and when he is able to go, I think we just need to gradually build into those and not rush into anything. I think it's important, like I've always said, to put your players in position to make plays. So as we get a feel for him and what he can do, I think we'll just continue to build and go from there. But to tell you right now all the different ways that I can use him, 1, I'm not going to do that. And 2, I think we're going to evolve and figure it out as we do get going. But he is, obviously, he's capable of doing a lot of different things and affecting a lot of different areas of the field. And I'm very excited that he's here.
You can just hear the smile, first of all, in his voice as he's talking. How long do you think it's going to take Micah Parsons to get up to speed with the defense so Jeff Hafley can use him in the different ways that he is dreaming about? Is that 3 weeks, 4 weeks, mid-season? Is the early bye, like we've talked about the early bye and how that's been a bad thing for the Packers. Is that a good thing for Micah Parsons in that you have that extra week where you don't have games and he can really dive in?
I think right out of the gate. And what he's talking about is if they are going to pay extra attention to him, which he's that kind of player where you got to give extra attention. Let's say he's going to play the left side or the right side, obviously, on the defense. I mean, if you got a tight end over there, to chip, give him the ability of like a Lawrence Taylor to move inside or say, okay, you got the freedom to kind of go wherever you want. And that makes an offensive line very jittery because if you move them around like that, then you really can't give them special attention. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like from a running back, you can. Because they could always say, chip him wherever he goes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not chipping it with a running back and do it with a tight end, you can kind of move him around and get away from that. So I think that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about, hey, cover the tight end man-to-man.
No, but I do think that he's going to be, again, not often.
Like the whole drop in the coverage thing, Gabe, that's fire zone.
Yeah, but I think
every team does it.
Yeah, but I think you can also put him as a linebacker at times, just bringing him from different spots.
Yeah, like Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Reggie never did because they didn't care if they double-team Reggie. He's still gonna win.
Yeah, Reggie.
So I think that's what he's talking about.
Okay. And you don't think that's going to take that long for them to kind of implement all the different ideas he has?
They'll have a package.
To
have a package.
Fully unleash Micah Parsons.
Yeah, because I don't think he's going to play the whole game.
No, I don't think anybody's expecting him to do that.
Yeah, I saw them saying obvious passing downs.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play more than that.
I have no idea.
I mean, which is a bummer because I think it was Ben Solak who pointed out, maybe I'm crediting the wrong person with Micah Parsons is the best rusher on first and second down in the league, and it's not even close.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but
the sooner he gets on the field more full time, the sooner the entire defense becomes more
I believe the
unlocked.
difference between first and second place was the same as the difference between second and like 70th.
Yeah,
that's how good he is at it, and far and above the rest.
Like I think they're more concerned about soft tissue injury than they are the back.
I would agree because he hasn't gone through a full training camp.
Yeah.
I would completely agree with that.
So he's probably on a pitch count.
Yeah.
He's probably missing it.
We are going to quiz Chewy, see what he remembers from the things he said throughout the course of the week. That is coming up next. Let me tell you, though, about Wisconsin Country Club. I joined there now a couple of years ago, but I absolutely love it. If I don't have time to play an entire round of golf, I love our practice area to work on my game. But yeah, the golf course, it's fantastic. Maybe you're looking for more out of your country club. How about tennis? Pickleball. Pool was hopping throughout the course of this summer. Great place to take the kiddos. No assessments, no food and beverage minimums. So what are you waiting for? Get started today at WisconsinCountryClub.com. It's just a fairway away.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Some delays westbound 94 right about at 20th Street all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard. More delays west of Highway 100 towards the county line. On the eastbound side, we've got some backups from 76th Street through the stadium. Southbound 41, your usual backups from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol, with the northbound side slowing down just before Mayfair Road all the way up to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Racine Danish Kringles. Football season is here. Add Kringle to your tailgate and make your guests' day. Order at kringle.com or call 1-800-4DANISH. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Partly sunny skies, windy and cool, a high of 63. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, a low of 47. Weather's brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
It's more than just a game, it's a cause worth cheering for. Join Sippy Hippie at the Coaches vs. Cancer Tailgate Friday, September 5th in Slinger. Fuel up with a full espresso bar, flavored Red Bulls, fresh lemonades, bakery treats, and check out the brand new cocktail lounge inside a vintage VW van. At Sippy Hippie, everyone's welcome because this is about more than coffee. It's about community and the fight against cancer. Come tailgate, celebrate, and make a difference at the 15th annual Coaches vs. Cancer game. Learn more or donate at sippyhippie.com.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
But remember he said his birthday?
Yeah.
Maybe we get a little freaky.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, look at our horny little boy. Good for him. Like, everybody's so supportive of Giannis, they just kind of look past it.
On 94.5 ESPN.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. It has changed the game. All the best live sports, most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, originals, and that's not even everything. Plus, all these great new features like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center that's customized just for you. They have thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. So check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app.
Think you know the show better than the average ESPN Milwaukee fan? Now's your chance to prove it. It's time to play The Week in Reach-You.
How you feeling, big boy?
I feel legit.
Feeling good?
Other than the knee.
Other than the knee? Yeah. All right. So we have 3 audio clips. Sometimes we're going to have 2 questions off the audio clip to get to 5 questions this week.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
3 questions right, you win. 3 questions wrong, you lose. We start with the first audio clip.
Remember Connor Cook, quarterback of Michigan State, when they were good, making the run.
Yes. First question.
Dad was a douche.
Why did we bring Connor Cook up earlier this week?
Yeah.
Why was he?
Because he completed a pass. Because this all stemmed from the parent section.
Yep.
With the Wisconsin game, and they got mad at the parents.
Yeah.
This guy would be in the very front of the parent section, and every time his kid completed a pass, he'd turn around and put his hands in the air. And I'd be like, wow.
All right, so you got that question right. The second question off of this. What fan base that faced the Badgers football team last week had the parents arguing in the stands?
Miami, Ohio.
Gee!
I'm rolling. Rolling.
Answered the first question without even being asking the question. Nailed the second question. All right, go ahead. Let's go to question, audio clip number 2.
Life alert. Life alert. Oh.
What unique situation happened this week in Milwaukee which made you mention life alerts?
The elephant. Fallen and he couldn't get up.
Elephant fell at the zoo.
Yeah.
Could not get up.
Could either one of you two operate the bucket loader?
I have before.
Hold on. Where?
On my friend's farm.
In the muck?
Yeah. Yep. He has a farm. We use it to...
Skid loader or a front end bucket
Skid loader.
All right. Okay. That's kind of JV game, but I'll give you credit for that. Gabe, no?
No.
What's the heaviest equipment you've operated? Lawnmower?
Probably.
Okay. Josh, is that your biggest?
I mean, I've driven like a 20-foot box truck.
Okay.
I've driven a forklift. I was forklift certified.
Yeah, I used to have a job that I've operated a combine, which is
I've
awesome.
not gone there.
Yeah, those are fun.
It's a big
Those are
piece of
fun.
equipment.
Yeah, but now they run themselves.
Yeah,
You know.
GPS.
Yeah.
Air conditioned. Sit back there and relax.
Like old-time farmers like myself call the farmers today equipment farmers. You know?
Sure, yeah.
Like yourself.
No. I baled hay. I did it all.
No, I was just mentioning that you said...
Old-time farmers like
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Are you not agreeing with that?
Let's go to the final audio clip. You don't want to even go, not Jen. Jen obviously would. You don't even want to go on that show and make a prediction.
No, I would have wrecked my whole day.
What is the name of the special show that Wilde and Tausch do every year before the first Packers game?
Oh, the Bouldathon.
I can't believe it.
Well, let me explain. And I was a little worried because the Blammer didn't show up yesterday to 4:20.
Oh, no.
Yes. And I was a little concerned. I texted him the question mark, and then I called him with no answer.
So you thought he had fallen and couldn't get up, or what?
Yes.
Blammer's had to have had some,
But the reason was...
Yeah.
His wife put restrictor plates on him. She waited till 4 o'clock and said, I need help on the computer. Like, I see through that stuff.
I don't know if the Blammer's the first person I'm asking for help on the computer.
That's fair. But she wasn't really asking for the help.
Yeah. She just didn't want him.
That took away one drink.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't. I said, well, you should be able to stay till 5:20. No, she said 5 o'clock. No, got to be home.
He's like a little kid.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Be home when the streetlights turn on.
All right, final question off of that, Chew, to see if you can go a perfect 5 for 5 this week. You did go on the Bouldathon last year. What was your prediction?
Oh, Lord, love a duck. I remember Jen's. Jen's was they were going to go undefeated in the division.
That's correct. What was yours?
I screwed it up because I thought it was something different. I don't remember. But I remember him getting on me because it wasn't very good, and I'm sure that's why I wasn't invited back.
Aaron Rodgers would win the MVP.
Not very good. Did he get hurt last year?
I mean, no, he played the full...
that's when he played.
Yeah.
This wasn't very good.
This wasn't,
You know what my bold is for this year?
What's that?
Aaron Rodgers will not win the MVP.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Way to go out on the trunk there, pal.
Yeah. So, that's pretty good. 4 for 5.
4 for 5.
Take that in baseball.
Yeah.
I had some other questions I threw in there. Can you name the name of the elephant that was falling over and couldn't get up?
Dumbo.
No, it was Ruth.
Ruth.
Oh, you said it was Dumbo, right?
No, we just talked
We
about
talked
Dumbo.
about Dumbo.
Oh, okay.
And then do you know how much the fallen elephant weighs?
No. 6 tons?
No.
9,500 pounds.
Okay. What's a ton? 32?
Ton
52.
is
52.
52 what?
No, that's a mile.
5,280 feet. Yes, that is a mile.
Uh-huh.
A ton.
What is a ton?
Come on, you got it in there.
1,000?
Turns out this was the question you should have asked, Josh.
Yeah, sweet.
1,000?
2,000 pounds. A ton is
Okay,
2,000
that's close.
pounds.
There's 4 hectares in an acre. That I do know. There are, Josh.
How many acres in a hectare?
In a what?
Hectare.
Well, hect is what, 8? That's oct.
I'm glad you caught yourself.
What's hect? There is no hect?
Doesn't matter what age you are, low testosterone can be an issue for any guy. That's why I've been telling you about Mentality for years. So what are you waiting for? Mentality's team dedicated to helping men feel and perform at their very best. So what does that mean? Are you tired, groggy, just don't feel like yourself? Those are all signs of low testosterone. Was for me. Thought I was just getting older, waking up earlier. That's why I was getting more tired during the day later. No, turns out it was low testosterone. So go to the website, mentalityhealth.com/radio. And once you do that, book your appointment with Mentality. Go through the process, see if your levels are low. And if they are, work with Mentality on a customized testosterone treatment plan just for you. You go back every 12 to 13 weeks, make sure your levels stay where they need to be. So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution customized just for you. Increase strength, shake fatigue, sleep better, lose weight with Mentality. So go to mentalityhealth.com/radio. They allow treatment to fit into every guy's lifestyle. Find out more about Mentality and their low testosterone treatments. mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
We got southbound 41 backing up from Silver Spring down past Capitol Drive. Northbound heavy from before Mayfair Road up to Capitol. Eastbound 94, watch for backups starting around 76th Street all the way through the Stadium interchange to 35th. The westbound side slowing from 27th to Mitchell Boulevard. And everything else is looking pretty good. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, partly sunny, windy, cool, a high of 63. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, a low of 47. Weather is brought to you by the Pickler Menominee Falls, your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts, unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics, all under one roof. Join today at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Did you know there's a way to celebrate the hardworking farmers and producers across Wisconsin and have yourself a lovely date night? Potawatomi Casino Hotel is creating a one-of-a-kind, farm-to-table, pop-up event called Gather and Grow, and it's just for 2 exclusive nights, September 22nd and 23rd. It's Jen Latta here, and I am with Sarah Neubauer from Potawatomi. Sarah, Gather and Grow already sounds cozy and special. What can you tell us about this inspired event?
So we really wanted to create something intimate and meaningful. This dinner is about gathering people around a table and growing community through food. Every course features ingredients from small, independent Wisconsin farms, and every bite tells a story.
So this isn't just a fancy meal. It sounds like it's a love letter to local food, right?
Exactly. From bourbon glazed pork belly with local maple syrup to a wild rice soup made with foraged mushrooms to Wisconsin Meadows red wine braised beef cheeks and a caramel apple mousse, you're tasting the farms, fields, and flavors that make Wisconsin truly unique.
And it sounds like there's a beverage pairing option as well.
Yes, for guests who want the full experience, there's a drink pairing with each of the 5 courses, from craft beer to Wisconsin wines and house cocktails such as a Harvest Brulee with Copper Crow apple brandy. It's $120 with pairings or $80 without.
5 courses, only 2 nights, limited seats. How can we reserve a spot?
So tickets are going fast, but head to our website, find Gather and Grow under our list of restaurants, and reserve online.
Again, that's September 22nd and 23rd, 6 p.m. an evening to gather, connect, and celebrate the harvest. And what is the website for everyone to go to learn more?
Potawatomi.com.
That's Potawatomi, Potawatomi.com.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Summertime is the time for all the big events. Weddings, milestone birthdays, even corporate events. Elevate every event with Noble Catering, a premier craft caterer in southeastern Wisconsin, preferred by over 30 venues. Noble Catering is also the exclusive caterer of Villa Terrace, an East Side event treasure. And coming in 2026, Noble's new headquarters, a 400-person event venue in the heart of Bayview called Brixton's Turn. Book them for your event at noblecateringco.com.
With 18 unforgettable holes on 250 acres of natural private land, the Bog provides the ultimate golf experience. To book your next tee time, call 262-284-7075 or visit golfthebog.com. Enjoy golf. Enjoy the Bog.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Hey, everyone who I let try borscht likes it. They don't love it. But it's a liver.
What an endorsement.
This is your
but hold on.
There's your airline, guys. Good luck. I don't even have to talk anymore.
On 94.5 ESPN. It's Friday, and that means it's time to check in with GKB President Craig Karmazin.
Has any market been as consistent where they only have one team than Wisconsin? We know Chicago hasn't been.
No.
Fridays with Mo.
Yeah, but until you win a championship, you can't really say that. And they've had one champion.
Chewy, we're going to just create an AI. The AI Chewy can just bring up championship. We don't even need championship.
They've had one championship.
What, it's going to be put like a hologram over there?
Yeah. Craig Karmazin on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Always love catching up with Craig Karmazin here on Jen, Gabe, and
Everybody's
Chewy.
looking forward to the weekend.
Right, we can
People
never
don't like
change
your intro.
Yeah, we can never change the song.
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
No, but I agree with
Yeah,
it.
they don't.
I feel like I almost think that now that we're trying to do this when I'm in studio more, I almost feel like you should still play this as the bump at 7:30 because I feel like people who are on their way to work who like that like gets them going for the weekend. I mean, Joshy, don't you think? Like, I feel
look
like
who's routine now. You're welcome.
I think you're depriving those 7 o'clock hour get to work people just this banger on their way to work.
I think one dose of Rebecca Black is just enough for everyone.
I think that may be for you, but I think you're putting your own Rebecca Black.
Who's Rebecca Black?
The singer of the song.
The artist.
Oh, you called her an artist.
Yeah,
I'm
wow.
impressed that you
I
like
think
that.
she's quite talented. This song was a bit of a, but she has since then made some good pop albums.
No, like I can't listen to that song and I can't listen to the end of this show song. I immediately, I don't know why.
What, the
Like,
AJR
end of
song?
the show.
The AJR song?
Who is that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
That's the band that sings the
How does
song.
it go?
Bang, 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 here we go.
Yeah, that's terrible. Huh?
I can't picture it now. Now that
I hate that song too.
That ends the
Then why do we play it?
we go. I can't listen to that song.
yeah. How did this become the song?
I don't know. Josh, you're in charge of
it
these
has to be
things.
Ashton, right?
This goes
Yeah.
way
It was
back,
Ashton,
though.
yeah, and it just stayed the
Well,
same.
and you didn't want to put your stamp on the show.
I mean, I feel like is there like each of you get an equal vote, but just Jen's counts more? Like how does that
No,
work?
like last year, me and Joshy caught so much grief.
Yeah.
Because the music they play after a touchdown, I think, is horrible, and the players think it's horrible. And we wanted to go to.
You wanted to go to Bow with the Ball from Kid Rock.
Yeah. And
Wait,
then they
you're saying
lost
in
that
the like,
week, so then
I
they're
don't wanna
blaming us
work?
for the
You're
loss.
saying you don't like
Yes.
that. I don't want to work.
Todd
I don't-
Rundgren.
That's
Yeah.
so
Bang on the drum.
Yeah, I think it had its moment. I think it had its moment. I think I think it had its moment.
Now we loved Gary Knauffel's. It's Bill Jarts, I think, that does it now.
Bill Jarts is
Gary
the PA announcer.
Knaufel we loved, especially when one time I think it was a playoff game and it was right around this time that he introduced Wayne Simmons. He goes, 59 Wayne Simpson.
Oops.
And we're like, ooh, okay, Gary.
That's the guy you wouldn't want to do that to.
Yes. I think Gary got a little confused.
So have you guys watched the Netflix Cowboys
I have
documentary
not.
yet?
No.
I have not.
Joshy?
I have watched pieces, not the full thing.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, that was
Charles,
hold on.
Charles
hold on.
Haley, by the way.
Yeah.
The way you've described Wayne Simmons.
Yes.
Charles Haley was, I mean, he was bipolar, but he was like.
He was nuts. Him and Reggie almost got in a fight in the Pro Bowl locker room. I'll never forget because he would not stop writing Reggie about God healing his hamstring.
Yeah.
And they almost
Charles Haley
came to blows.
beat up their trainer once.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Just because he had played like a little prank on him or something, and he just beat
And
the
I'll tell
crap
you
out
this,
of him. And he went home. He went home just figuring he was fired and kicked off the team.
Yeah.
And Barry Switzer actually went to his house and brought him back to be part of the Cowboys.
I'll tell you this because I played against Charles when he was in San Fran and when he was in Dallas. Charles Haley, in my view, was better than Strahan.
Yeah, I think he might be. Watching the
I think
Cowboys
he's
thing,
underrated.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, having just watched that and realized what he did and what he meant to the 49ers and then the Cowboys.
He was tough.
And obviously, Strahan was part of important Giants teams, but Haley's, I'm with you.
I had trouble with
So
him.
the doc's really good. Like, I guess my concern was NFL Films is involved and they wouldn't kind of let some of the truth that may be around these teams come out.
I think the imperfection of Jerry Jones is definitely highlighted and is one of the central kind of tying figures of this. And I think, the Michael Irvin stuff, I mean, you come away loving Michael Irvin, but, they definitely say that he threatened to kill someone. But I also, he was on trial for drugs and the FBI and CIA, people rush into the courthouse because a cop had a murder for hire plot, was going to kill Michael Irvin.
I remember that. Yes, I do remember that.
And Michael Irvin literally that day just went to the practice field and did his sprints and like it was any other day.
Yeah.
Like, Michael Irvin, there's just so much in the doc and all the Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones
All right,
stuff.
let me ask
I think
you
it's
this.
so. I mean, you were not at Chewy. I tried to see you in it.
I'm usually in one of those
You
somewhere.
are.
Yeah,
I
I know.
know.
It's a sneak your way in. Yeah.
I mean, they definitely had your NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
You know, they had some games, but I didn't see you.
Well, do you remember, because Dallas has so many stories, and I don't know if this is in it, but remember Nate Newton got busted for muling drugs?
Yeah, you know what?
And the reason he said he did it is he said, I didn't get the thrill of football anymore, get that thrill, so I figured if I ran drugs, I would get that thrill.
Yeah,
and he wound up getting busted.
So they didn't have Nate Newton wasn't as big. The Eric Williams, when he crashed his car, that was crazy. They went deeper into
2-8?
that. Yeah, there's a lot of good. Chew, you would love it.
That
man.
offensive line, I'll tell you that, and I don't like Dallas, but that offensive line was the best offensive line in NFL history, and I don't think it'll ever be touched again.
And
when you go 2-A, Allen, Stepnoski, the center, Nate Newton, and Eric Williams.
Like, I've heard of all 5 of those guys.
Yeah.
That's
how good. Yes.
Like, now I know why we lost.
Yeah.
But let me name drop for you, because you name dropped Jerry Jones last week.
Yeah.
What's the real backstory behind Kraft and Belichick?
What do you mean?
Well, now Belichick's saying the Patriots, you're not getting any of our North Carolina film.
Right. Well,
and then Kraft says he's going to give Belichick a statue right next to Brady. What the hell's going on there?
I mean, I think it's stuff that, like, you'd think it's the Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones story. It's everything. It's like you get these people who are ultra competitive, who achieve things that they've wanted in their lives, and then once they achieve them, they're worried about who's getting credit.
Okay.
And from a Patriot standpoint and from a Belichick standpoint, right? There's 3 ways that it goes, and it's Brady, it's Belichick, and then it's ownership. And I think the most recent stuff stems from the fact that, kind of in passing, Kraft said he had taken a chance to hire Belichick at the time.
Yeah.
And then Belichick was like, I was taking a chance on them. They were seen as the worst owners in the league. Parcells had left there and all that. And so, like, each little thing, like, just ends up being a recycled dig. And the entire documentary that they did, I think, was seen as an attack on Bill Belichick. The Apple documentary that the Patriots did, which was excellent.
Do you think the whole Belichick girlfriend thing will detract from his legacy?
No. I think
you don't think people are going, well, it was really Brady.
If he's 9-2, I think it's his record at North Carolina that's going to matter more than the girlfriend, because that's the thing. People talk about
people are
Deion.
going to forget, but Deion, do you remember Deion as the great corner for the 49ers and the Falcons and the Cowboys? Or do you remember Deion when he hung on wearing 37 for the Ravens?
No, I don't. No one remembers that.
That's what I'm saying. But
I'm
at the
saying
time,
with Deion,
everyone's like, oh, that's going to ruin your legacy. But it doesn't.
No, but I think with Deion, if he went to Colorado and it became a full sideshow and they didn't win some games and beat some ranked teams, like, I'm not saying they were competing for a national championship, but Colorado got relevant again and they won some games.
I know.
If Bill Belichick goes and puts up a 3-9 burger and then a 4-8 burger next year and then is out of college football, I think that's going to hurt his legacy.
But hold on. I will tell you one guy who, for me,
and by
is
the way,
taking away from his legacy is Rodgers. Because there was a time, hear me out, there was a time that I thought he was the absolute best and no one would come close to him.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't believe that
By the way, Gabe, what I said about Belichick is what Rodgers is right now. I'm with Chewy on that. They still have an all-time GOAT legacy, but if you're saying, did Brady at the Buccaneers help him, his legacy at all?
Oh, it did because he won.
Absolutely.
But it can't. But at this, when you're that good, it can't hurt.
But if Belichick, it doesn't help even more then.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't. But it doesn't hurt.
And same thing with Rodgers, right? If Rodgers goes and puts up a Favre Viking season in Pittsburgh,
They're not going to happen.
it helps the legacy.
Yeah, no, it can help, but it can't hurt.
But
is the point?
But
it can't.
that doesn't in
the
help
moment,
hurts. Anything that doesn't help hurts. a
No,
little
but
bit.
because in the moment, like, you feel like that, but then when you get to your Hall of Fame, like, when you get the 5 years removed, nobody thinks of that. Nobody cares that Jerry Rice tried to make the team for the Denver Broncos and had to be a practice.
But,
But he was even good with the
Raiders.
Raiders.
Still better than him.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who's a better quarterback? Brady or Rodgers?
See, I now say Brady. There were times where I said Rodgers was just as good, and he just wasn't surrounded by all the stuff in the same way. I think
you're
now
still taking Rodgers all day long.
Yeah.
From an athlete, from a throwing the ball,
But
now Brady's a great leader.
I would say, isn't a leader maybe the most important single trait you need in a quarterback?
I don't think so. No.
Because otherwise Tim Tebow would have been
Yeah, I agree.
a Hall of Fame level guy. You need the other stuff too. Like, you want your quarterback to be a really good leader, obviously. But, like, you need more than just good leadership skills.
So you guys both would say the GOAT quarterback is Aaron Rodgers and not Tom
no,
Brady.
I would say Aaron Rodgers. I would take Aaron Rodgers over Tom Brady. Because at the end of the day, you're going to say Mahomes is the best quarterback to ever play the game.
Right, he might be. I've been the biggest, everyone knows, I'm the biggest Aaron Rodgers apologist in every single situation. It's hard now to say it. It's hard now to say it over Brady. Could he be the most skilled? Could he be the best processing quarterback? Could he be the most efficient quarterback? I could say all those things. I don't know if I could say the best quarterback.
I think you forget. You forget how good he was.
No. I'm saying he's all of those things. I know all the numbers. I've seen all the things. I just don't think with a 500 postseason record, you could say you're the best of all time. I just don't know that you could say it. I
know what you're saying.
I'm the biggest Rodgers
Yeah, I
apologist
know
that
what you're saying.
exists. I just don't think you could say it when he's got a 500 postseason record.
But he never had Belichick. Like if you put Brady with Mike McCarthy and LaFleur, he's not winning 6 Super Bowls.
Bill Walsh was pretty good too, right? I get it. Joe Montana was helped by that, right? You don't win 4 Super Bowls without inventing the West Coast offense and all that. I get it.
And that's my issue when we talk about NFL legacies. Like, the circumstance matters more in football than a lot of other places. Because, like, LeBron, as we saw with LeBron, like, he was able to dictate coaches.
Paul Skeens is going to win the Cy Young Award this year.
Oh, yeah.
And his team, and he might be 500.
Yeah.
And his team stinks.
Yes.
But, like, in football, where you land is so important. Like, Brett's an all-time great, right?
Yes.
He almost drank himself out of the league. If it wasn't for Ron Wolf saving Brett, Brett doesn't do what he does.
Troy Aikman, again, to me, and I watched the documentary. I drank all the Cowboys Kool-Aid over the last 2 weeks. I'll still look at the numbers, and Troy got a lot of head injuries and a lot of things that worked against him in his career, but I don't have Troy Aikman in my top 30 quarterbacks
let me
of
ask
all
you
time.
this.
Makes sense.
I think he was in a great situation with the offensive line that Chewy talked about, with Emmitt Smith, with Michael Irvin.
Where do you put Emmitt Smith with that offensive line?
I know. See, Emmitt grew on me through that. His durability, I think that's the thing as a running back, especially as time goes by. I underrated Emmitt Smith's durability. He's not Barry Sanders. He's not Jim Brown.
No.
He's not Walter Payton. But none of those guys outside of Barry had as many carries. And what Emmitt did, remember, they go 0-2 that year before he's there. They come in, they never got stopped again and win the Super Bowl. I think Emmitt, you have to give him his flowers. I'm not saying best of all time, but I think because of his durability, top 5, especially as we've seen running backs. Running backs can't play after they're 28, 29 now. I mean, Devontae Williams last night, we had written him off, right, coming into that game because he's had a knee surgery and he's 29 or whatever he is. I don't know.
Barry
he's probably
Sanders
26.
had that offensive line, he would have broke the NFL record in 7 years. In 7 years.
No, the holes would have been too big. He wouldn't have known what to do.
Wait, I just run straight through that? Is that what I'm supposed to do?
That's no fun.
How excited are you for this month of baseball for the Brewers?
It's so good. It's so good. And, it's been I said it. This isn't going to be an easy September, right? Like, This is 1982. If you look back historically, the Brewers had a little buffer. Now, in this case, you have the wild card, so even in every situation, the Brewers are okay. But these games matter. Like, we can't just get caught up in football season has started. Let's take September off and then come back in October. These games all matter, and this team is incredible to watch.
Honestly, I feel like Brewers fever took a hit with the Micah Parsons thing.
Yeah.
I feel everybody was excited for Brewers. And then, obviously, this week people would have been excited because it's football. The Brewers are playing the Pirates. But I think Brewers fever would have picked up after with Micah Parsons.
Yeah, no, on our show Sunday, we've been all Brewers all the time. I acknowledge, like, Micah was so big, you had to acknowledge what the Packers did there. But, I mean, after this first game, I mean, the Packers have 2 great games in less than a week, right? These are 2 awesome games. Like, these are, I mean, if you were circling what are the 2 best games of the year, you could argue Lions at home and Commanders with the Commanders offense last year. These are up there.
Yeah, but they got Baltimore at the end of the season, which is going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And the way they end the season is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying these 2 games are super exciting for Packers fans.
I agree.
But it doesn't take away from what this month is going to be for Brewers fans.
Yeah.
No.
Which are the same people, obviously. Except me. I'm not a Packers fan.
Yeah, but
I am a Brewers
But
fan.
you are a Brewers fan. All of our Brewers talk brought to you by Neurospine Center of Wisconsin, because the Brewers are unconditionally relentless. Craig, always appreciate the time. Always appreciate you stopping by, especially in person.
Welcome to the Neurospine Center. Nice to have him aboard.
I might need them too.
You'd still be playing.
Are you going to be scared of
if
them?
If they were around, Chewy, you'd still be playing.
No, you'd be scared of them, like he's scared of the knee replacement.
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened? What Josh's mom called him earlier today?
Oh, it wasn't the
chicken.
Oh, okay.
Little.
Yeah, okay.
She's right though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you're with me. You wouldn't get it done either.
I mean, I'd get a surgery done if I needed it.
If there's a 1% chance you're waking up in the middle of the surgery.
No, I'd do that. I'm not afraid of that. Yeah, I'm not afraid.
That's what's holding him back right now.
That you might wake up?
We had a caller that said he was 45 getting a knee replacement, and he woke up in the middle of the surgery and smelled it and
I don't know.
Heard the saws.
Yeah. Just with all your brain stuff, couldn't you just be like, oh, it was a dream and just forget about it?
Well, he said ask for a double dose of whatever they
Yeah,
give you.
you'll be fine. He's going to get it. He's tough.
Yeah.
He's a tough.
Him?
Yeah, he's tough. He's going to do it.
He was tough.
He's tough. He's tough. He's tough.
We check in on our polls. Coming up next, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Homer here. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching the game from your backyard, every fan knows great moments deserve great vibes. Swing into Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan. Just across the Wisconsin border, they offer a full line of high-quality, clean-grain, certified CBD products designed to help you relax, recover, and recharge no matter the season. Higher Love is organically grown, locally owned, and proudly one of the best in the Midwest. Visit them in Menominee or explore the full CBD lineup at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with AccuTrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use AccuTrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. AccuTrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
2 perennial women's college volleyball powers meet Wednesday, September 17th at Pfizer Forum. Be there as Marquette and Wisconsin take the court. The last time they played in 2023, over 17,000 fans attended the match. Make plans now to see these in-state rivals on Wednesday, September 17th, starting at 8 p.m. Limited tickets remain. Don't wait. Go to Ticketmaster.com/Marquette and secure your seats for college volleyball action at Pfizer Forum.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
So overrated.
Come on, his head is a pumpkin.
Yeah, he's so right. Chewy's never been more right about anything.
Chewy was right.
Yeah.
Holy, Chewy was right.
Yeah.
Imagine the helmet on that dome. It'd be the first 8.5 size. What the?
On 94.5 ESPN.
All right, Chew, we just got a couple of minutes. Actually, a couple of seconds. Give me your pregame prediction. Packers, Lions, Sunday, 3:25 at Lambeau.
24-20.
Whomst?
Green Bay.
Hey! Look at that. Welcome.
What do you got?
Welcome. I said 31-27 Pack.
Joshy?
I believe I was 27-21 Packers.
Okay. We will find out.
We will. Make sure you tune in. Green Bay game day on Sunday. Green Bay game night with Homer and Tausch after the game. Wildy and Tausch, well, they're coming up next here on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound on 41, backing up a bit from Silver Spring down past Capitol Drive. The northbound side, couple pockets of heavy traffic from Mayfair Road all the way up to Capitol. Eastbound 90.